Random dribbles following the Lakers' 108-104 scrimmage loss to the Dallas Mavericks inside the Orlando bubble on Thursday. 1. Is it just me, or does LeBron James look more focused on distributing the ball than he has at any other point in his career? 2. Yes, I know. James has always been one of the game's premier passers, rivaling Larry Bird as the best forward ever when the idea is finding the open man. If you're open, LeBron will deliver. That hasn't changed. But James's patience and smoothness in directing the Lakers' offense was even better than I remember at point 3. Factor in all of the time off, and the fact James is 4 months closer to turning 36 than when we saw him last, and, well, it's just LeBron being LeBron. He knows the game, he works endlessly on improving, he values keeping his teammates involved. Those reasons and more are why James still gives your team the best chance at winning. Point 4. James only played in the first half, finishing with a routine 12 points, 5 assists and 3 rebounds in 15 minutes. Anthony Davis also played just the first half and also finished with 12 points. Davis scored the Lakers' first 4 points. Point 5. One of James's baskets was a dunk that put an exclamation on the end of the second quarter. It gave the Lakers a 55-44 lead at halftime, before most of the best players on both teams took the rest of the night off. Point 6. LeBron to reporters after the game, "We want to just try to get better. We're going to use this moment as a training camp to continue to implement our identity. Our identity is to defend, share the ball, push the tempo, play together. I think we were able to accomplish that for as close to 40 minutes as possible." 7. Okay, about that beard. If you saw the game, you likely immediately noticed that LeBron let it grow out. You probably also noticed that it's gray, okay, white on the sides. No word on whether LeBron intends to visit the bubble barbershop. But you can be sure that if things go well for the Lakers once the real season resumes, he won't change a thing. Point 8. Lakers coach Frank Vogel kept the starters the same as when the season was suspended, with one exception, as Kentavious Caldwell-Pope started at shooting guard in place of Avery Bradley, who opted out. Point 9. The Lakers are undoubtedly a different team with Caldwell-Pope out there. They're not as good defensively, but they do seem to have even more opportunities to score. Bradley's absence will mean more minutes for several players, but Caldwell-Pope is the best catch and shoot guy of the bunch. He should help space the floor for James and Davis.10. Still, Bradley set the tone defensively and the Lakers will need someone to step up in that department. Again, this is where James comes in. Without any fans in the building, you could hear James calling out defensive assignments, directing his teammates to get to the right spots on the court. Point 11. More LeBron, you have to create your own energy here. We understand that. There's no fans.